Let's play ball, you guys. We have the Jackson family going up against the Kardashians/Jenners for the softball tournament for charity of the century. Please do not go anywhere. We're talking all that and more on Kardashians Weekly.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Take me out to the ball game.
That was not planned at all.
That was great. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here on Kardashians Weekly. Of course, we're recapping Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's right.
And we have a full panel, and we're so excited to be back. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We've got this whole Let's Play Ball situation. We have the art Vandelay pulling the wool over Kris Jenner's eyes going on. We've got a lot to talk about. Plus tea time, of course, and Graham Glam, and we have a poll. We've got a lot of stuff to cover.
A lot of stuff.
So, but before we start, please introduce yourselves.
Yes, I'm Rachel Robillard, y'all. It's good to be back. Good to be here.
Hi guys, I'm Rivette Soro, back again just for today.
Yay.
Hey everybody, it's Howard III. Can't wait to go out to the ball game.
Yes.
Woo!
It has been a while since I've thrown on my, are they cleats? Is that soccer? I don't know.
You don't
I
ask
don't
it
know
the
either.
wrong
way.
person.
I do not know.
You can tell that I really love baseball.
Yeah.
I
Touchdown.
think cleats is football,
Kidding.
right?
Yeah.
It's for soccer too.
Yeah,
I'm not
oh,
sure about
soccer.
baseball.
I actually really like baseball. That's like the only sport that I will watch.
Yeah.
I actually like it. It's cool. Anyway, let's talk about the Kardashians. So let's just kind of get into this. I'm Dakota, by the way. Nice to meet you guys.
Dakota T. Jones.
Thanks for the clarification. We don't want to mix it up here. So Kris works with this guy named Justin from Watts Community Center. I think that it was like called the Red Eye Community Center or something like that. And these children, there was like ages 20-something to 20-something else, and then like younger kids who were
Right.
living there. And so it was really sad because you could really tell that it had been a long time since anyone had came to help them. They had very poor living conditions and very probably unhealthy, like unsanitary living conditions. But you could tell that Justin was very much involved, and he really wanted the best for these kids and was doing everything he could so they wouldn't get shut down. And so seeing Kris kind of come in to help them was really inspiring and nice to see, because I think a lot of times you think, oh, okay, well, they're just doing this for like a plot point of their episode.
Right.
And they were, they want to look good and everything, but it is nice that they're using their platform for good and that they really went all out to help and find sponsors and put everything together for these people, because, even them, they were saying that it takes a lot for someone to actually follow through. There's a lot of people who said, oh yeah, we want to help out, but it never happens. So seeing them have like this renovation was super inspiring.
Yeah, it was nice seeing something else other than the drama between the sisters about Kourtney and their argument. So it's nice that they were able to use an event for good, and it was good. And then we got the whole baseball game.
Yeah, what
so
did you
it
guys
was
think
fun.
of the softball choice?
I wish it wasn't softball, but I love that they did it. I just personally think baseball is sort of boring to watch, but of course they made it entertaining to watch. But raising money and the Kardashians versus the Jacksons, I love that, because they're two huge, powerful families that can do so much good, and they're doing it in a fun way. So I love that.
Howard, were you expecting them to be like to pull the Jacksons out for this? Like,
I wasn't expecting that, but it made sense because Kim dated one of the Jacksons
Yeah.
when she was a teenager.
Ooh.
So it was kind of like they already had history. She already knew the family. She talked about stories about how she met Janet and Michael, everybody. So I was like, might as well use them. I mean, if you have them in your back pocket, might as well.
This is actually the second game they've done this season. Remember, they just did Family Feud against
right.
another, So it's cool. It's
Yeah.
interesting that they're, doing all these like little games. I'm like,
I think
okay.
it's fun. I think for a while, I've told you guys before, there was like one or two seasons where it was very somewhat bland, like a lot of just sitting around eating salads and stuff.
Yeah, they're just more active this season.
They're more
It's
active.
good.
The girls are out to
Definitely.
play.
Yeah, I mean, we miss Kylie, but
We do.
apparently she's going to be in the next episode.
Yeah.
I
Because
can't
it-
wait.
I know. I'm excited. But it was kind of funny that their team name was the Calabasas Peaches.
Classic.
So that was
The
that's-
emoji.
So fitting.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We all know why.
Yeah, we all know why. But it was really funny how
Exactly.
Kris decided to whip out Alex Rodriguez as like the new coach for them.
I know, and I mean, I was just like, "Where's J Lo?
I know.
Where's J Lo? Okay, A-Rod, you're cool and all, but where's your girlfriend?"
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
She would have been great to have there.
Yes.
That would have been so much fun. But yeah, he was there, and then they brought out like a UCLA coach that was in
Liz.
the brought her out to help and everything. So it was interesting to see that they actually like put some time and effort into this.
Yeah, and we noticed Moses, the guy.
Moises Arias.
Yeah,
Right.
he was there. He's a friend of Kendall's, and we
Right.
made the connection that he was on Hannah Montana.
He was Rico in Hannah
Yeah.
Montana. Now he looks
was like,
like totally different.
Totally
Sure
different.
does.
People grow up. Look
I
at
know.
that.
It's very crazy, but it was nice to see that Adidas kind of stepped in and helped build the outdoor area for the kids, and they have like an actually like there was hardly even any grass out there to begin with, and now they have like this nice basketball court, and obviously, spoiler alert, they didn't win the softball game, but I'm like, okay, thank goodness they're actually donating the money. They're not like, well, we tried. Like, how bad would that have been?
I know. I'm so happy that they did end up donating, because I think in the beginning we were like, why don't they just, give the money?
Cough up the check.
That would be too easy,
Of course. But
Like a
I love
game
that
out
they
of
made
it.
it fun, and that at the end of the day, yes, the money did come out of their pockets. And Adidas, most of them, right? Like Kylie and Kanye have had Adidas collaborations.
Yeah.
And I love that it's not just about the business. Like, they stepped in and helped the Watts Center too, and like you said, they made the outdoor area beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the indoor looked amazing as well. I was like so shocked.
Yeah. I wonder how long like the whole thing took. You think it took like a few weeks, a few months?
I think it took a
Like,
few days.
You think so?
Really?
I think
Days?
I
Really?
think so. I mean, I know that like they probably filmed it to where but I feel like it was one of those extreme home makeover situations where they had a lot of people who had a lot of money that just came in for maybe a week or two and
Really?
just like
I think it was a couple weeks.
I feel like a
it
few
had
weeks,
been.
yeah.
Like, that was a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a
They
whole new
rebuilt the whole.
place.
Yeah, they built it from like the ground up.
Right?
I was just thinking, like it just seemed like a very like rich people like extreme home makeover situation to me. But who
Right.
knows? Who knows? Because I mean, where would the kids live? Like you have to do it fast because the kids are having to
True.
be gone or like move to another area
Right.
while they're doing this. So I don't know, but just seeing how thankful they were and really seeing them interact and like talk to everybody was really awesome, and just really. I feel like a lot of people who know the Kardashians, they don't see that side. They just see the like we're posting naked photos and stuff. But like they really have such big hearts, not just big butts, you guys. I promise. Like they have other big parts of their
Big
body
hearts
To
too.
match a big
Exactly.
butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these big hearts to match their big butt.
They do. I mean, you got to even it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was really nice. And then this other storyline, the B storyline, was amazing. You were saying you were shocked that they brought back Art Vandelay.
Yes, Art Vandelay.
Right?
I thought that was just, in the first or
one-time
second
thing.
episode, they didn't really have much going on. So
Yeah.
they're like, let's, throw in this Art Vandelay piece. And now he's back. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Who is he? His real name is Dick, but what does he do for a living?
He's like, actually, his name's Dick.
He's I'm sure he's probably just like an actor that they found on Actors Access.
Yeah.
It was just like a submit yourself type of thing. He probably was, just submitted himself and just somehow got lucky and somehow ended up getting to eat at Nobu with the Kardashians, which is a dream.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
I would be like, you don't even have to pay me to show up on the show. Like, just let me be.
Just
Just let me
I don't need
sit
an
there.
appearance fee. Let me just be in the background.
I'm like, seriously, I will do whatever you need me to do.
Oh my God.
Well, speaking of which, you were in the background. Haley Baldwin and
Oh my gosh.
Justin Bieber. Y'all, you need to check out Dakota's Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's in the background, like on his phone, while Justin Bieber and Haley
Baldwin
Baldwin
walk
are
not even
walking
noticing
by.
them.
Oh
like, oh my gosh.
It was so funny. I was
really cute.
I was at like outside of a restaurant, which I won't name because they frequent it now, and I'm sure it's on the internet, but I want to respect their privacy. But I was sitting there on my phone, just chilling, and then all of a sudden they just like walk out of this place, and that paparazzi
Paparazzi
swarms.
snapped a photo of our
And,
Dakota T. Jones.
It
over
was
here.
so crazy. I'm just sitting there on my phone, and I just look up, and I'm like, "Oh, hi Haley," and she's like, "Hi," and like,
Oh,
just walked
yeah?
away.
I love that.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten a photo with Justin, but he scares me a little bit. Like, I just don't want him to like turn me down in front of all the paparazzi, and then my whole life, everyone's like, "You're the kid that was turned down."
Yeah, because he made it clear that he doesn't do that anymore.
Well, now he does take some
Does he?
photos.
Okay.
But he's very picky
That
and
was a
choosy.
while,
He'll be like,
yeah.
sure, if he's in the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
At least Haley said hi to you. That's
She
nice.
did.
No, she's sweet.
She's sweet, yeah, definitely. But let's get back to Art Vandelay, sadly. I'd love to still talk about,
All day
Haley
long.
Baldwin and Justin, but we still gotta talk about the storyline that they've been playing out.
Yeah.
Art Vandelay, he's still around.
Yeah.
Luckily, I think we're done with that storyline. He served his purpose, which I thought it was really funny. They really did, Kris, I don't think she saw it coming. And so the fact that she was reaching out to see if she could get her paintings insured, though, was the best.
Oh, my gosh.
She's so extra.
I wonder if Matt, the assistant, got in trouble for, like, holding the secret.
Right?
Because here he is trying to insure it. He's trying to call around where he can get more. And it's like, Matt, don't say a word. So how do you tell your boss, like, hey, I didn't get it insured, or, you know what, it's just going to take a few more days. Like, we're still waiting to hear back from the company.
I know.
Especially when your boss is Kris Jenner. Like,
Exactly.
he's scared of her. I would be terrified.
It's so hard, like, to lie to your boss, but
Terrifying.
exactly, especially Kris Jenner. It's like
And
you want to like be on Scott's good side. Like, okay, I won't tell her, but it's like, you know who I'm dealing with, right?
Exactly.
Like,
Especially
will
every
kill me.
day, she probably reminds herself, like, oh, yeah, that painting. Like, Matt, did you get it insured? Oh, no. 2 days later, Matt, come on. I want to sell it. Like, did you get it insured, or what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Like, how do you keep up that lie?
That's crazy. Terrifying. He probably was fired. We'll probably never hear of him again.
Poor Matt.
It's insane. But that's kind of the episode. It was very easy, quick recap of the episode this week. It's just like there wasn't like a ton to talk about. Sometimes we have to dive deep into like these crazy fights and like pick sides. And it was like, hey, we did a baseball game for charity this week. Cool.
I know.
Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And like you said, they weren't arguing and fighting and dealing with Kourtney's mood swings and all that. They were just kind of all getting along and for a good cause. I love when they do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do want to clarify, Khloe, when she was eating a corny dog, she called it a hot dog on a stick, and it's not a hot dog on a stick. It is a corny dog.
What's a corny dog?
It's a corny dog.
Like a corn
it's
dog?
Yes, but it's a corny dog.
But like it was from Hot Dog on a Stick.
It's a corny dog. Yeah, it's not a hot dog on a stick.
But it was from Hot Dog on a Stick.
Oh, is that like a place?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, then I take it back.
To a mall?
It's called Hot Dog on a Stick?
Yes.
That's a place?
And they
Yes,
have bomb
absolutely.
lemonade.
Tyra Banks used to work there.
I can't believe
It's
you're
been a
Yes.
while,
I
Rachel.
thought she was like talking about her corn dog.
No.
No.
It's called Hot Dog on a Stick.
I'm glad we clarified this.
With
I
the
was like,
stripes,
what?
Yeah.
the red and the yellow uniforms with a big hat.
Yeah.
You've never been there?
And the cherry
No, and I love
lemonade and
food, so I don't
Field
know.
That's
trip.
insane.
You know what?
Okay,
I
but let's
probably
just say
do.
that Hot Dog on a Stick wasn't a thing. It's still not called a corny dog.
It
I
is
know.
okay, y'all. It's a corny dog. I'm from Texas. I just got back from the Texas State Fair, and it's corny dog. It's corny dog.
So it's not a
What?
corn dog?
No, it's a corny dog.
Okay.
No.
You know what?
We can
Thank
read
you.
this
I
here.
never would have known that, so thank you.
You by yourself on that one, Rachel. You're alone.
It's insane.
Wait, but can we talk about Khloe and her actually being like Armenian? Like, they did the 23andMe DNA test, and it said she was 48% Middle Eastern.
I love
So-
how they snuck that in there.
They sure did.
Like, you are my sister.
Who knows? They could have just smudged the results.
I mean, it was a whole promo because Kris did that whole little background, like, 23andMe, where you can find out,
Yeah. what
you're mixed with, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, promo.
We didn't see the
But-
receipts, though.
We sure
We did.
didn't. But she said she was mixed, 48% Middle Eastern. So I said, yes, Khloe. Yes, because some...
I'm Middle Eastern. I can totally see the Middle Eastern in her.
You can see
Like,
it.
I have no doubts.
I
But
can't
thank
see
you
LJ.
for that. What was it? 56%?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
56.
I can see it.
It might be that. Might be LJ. Maybe not.
Uh,
Little shady boo.
Who
You
knows? Who knows? But okay, let's do this real quick. I wanted to tell everybody about our network. Obviously, we produce after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, but we do need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. We have dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, and there's no network that works harder to serve television fans like you. So subscribe to the channel. It'll make content for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz grow. So if you're worried about those pesky notifications, do not, because they are optional. So hit the subscribe button for this channel and check out some of our other channels as well. Like I mentioned, let us know you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air next week. So thank you so much for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. We
Love
appreciate
it.
you guys. We love you.
guys.
We do. And we love you so much that I think it's tea time.
Tea time.
Tea time.
Oh, wait, a little bit of predictions? Do you want to do a little predictions?
It's so hard for me to do predictions for this show, but go for it.
Well, I'm really looking forward to the baby shower next week for next week's episode. But I felt like we were talking about this after the show, that it felt like that was so long ago. Like, I thought that,
Yeah, like 5 months it feels like.
yeah.
And the March for Our Lives thing, like all of that just seems like it was so long ago. And it's like, I feel like with this season that's came out, it's almost like because of the pregnancies, they like waited and didn't. Because usually it's like 3 months ahead of time or something.
Right.
And I think with the babies on the way, they didn't want to release
That
it,
would
so
make
they took like a longer break, I felt like. And I feel like that's not really great in this time of day and age, because I feel like so much has already been shown on social media that we feel like we've already seen it.
Yeah.
So I think that's honestly what's kind of maybe hurt ratings a little bit, because think about it, like even if it was like a regular TV show where you had lines and different characters, everyone's always Snapchatting behind the scenes and you're seeing the outfits and the sets, and by the time it comes out you're like, oh, okay, that's what that was from, but it's almost like it takes a little bit of the magic away. So I don't know.
It really does, because I think we want everything in real time. Like you said, they're snapping, they're posting on Instagram. We know who was there, we know what they wore, we know what they did. So seeing it 5 months later on an episode, it's like, oh, okay, cool.
I saw this, yeah.
We don't really care anymore.
Exactly. I know.
I mean, I still want to see it.
Same here.
But I think it would be nice if they aired it like quicker. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like they need to make it even like a month, something that happened a month ago. Because 3 months is just too long, and then now it's like, feels like 5 months.
Right?
It's crazy stuff.
Talked about that.
But speaking of needing to either speed things up or take your time, Kylie is not wasting any time at all. She wants to have another girl and wants her to have a really feminine name, but she does not have any decisions yet. But US Weekly did reveal that they might be actively trying to have another child, which is really crazy considering they just had Stormy, and I think Kylie is just, she loves to be pregnant.
Yeah, Stormy might get a sibling. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, girl. Wait.
Exactly.
Don't rush anything.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Too
baby
late.
Stormy right now. I mean, wait. You just turned 21. You have so much life to live.
I think she's done so much at such a young age and, you know, made so much money and built this empire, and she has this great career, and her man and her family's behind her. So I think she's kind of like, what else can I do? Have more kids, and she's young, she looks amazing, and I feel like now she knows she can like snap back.
I mean, I don't know, maybe get married first.
Old way of thinking.
Get married. I definitely think she should wait. I think she should definitely enjoy Stormy, live out the good years. See what it's like being a parent first before you bring in another child. Let's see how it is, when Stormy turns 3. Maybe you'll be like, oh, maybe I don't need another child right now. Or just continue to build your empire. She's on her way to make, $1 billion. Focus on that, girl. And then once you hit that $1 billion mark, pop out another child.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. But Halloween is right around the corner. Do y'all have any costume ideas for Halloween yet?
I kind of want to be like a Purge character, because I love the Purge.
Yes.
Like, I want to do that.
Okay.
Alright.
I like
like
that. Well, Kylie was just painted as a skeleton on James Charles' YouTube channel. And I was like, whoa, here is some inspo here. So here she is with all of her skeleton Halloween
Glory.
Yeah, she looks amazing. And so we want to know what y'all think. What do y'all think of her new face?
She's incredible. Honestly, this needs to be a face tat. Like, what are we waiting for?
She does look really good. It's very beautiful. Like, the makeup and, like, everything. Like, so much detail into it.
I think she looks amazing too, and I watch James Charles like religiously, and when I watch this, I just love their chemistry on camera together. I'm like, oh my god, yes, sisters! Like it was just so cute together, and they just looked so natural and fun, and I loved watching the whole transformation. I think she looks amazing.
Yeah, and this is her Halloween collection, because as we know, for Kylie Cosmetics, she always has a new collection every month.
Exactly.
But it's smart. Get it, girl.
So check the new collection out. Halloween 18 out now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so she is clearly staying busy, not only trying to have a second baby and going on James Charles' YouTube channel, she is also admitting to using lip fillers again. Now, she previously drained them from her lips, and I think everybody on social media loved that. Like, she looked amazing, and now she's using them again. So what do we think?
I wasn't a fan of this, and we talked about this when she stopped using them. It's like we actually had a poll on Twitter of whether the lip fillers on non, and I feel like it was the majority of the people said no lip fillers, and I'm like, she doesn't need them. I think she looks fine without them, but I think and she's explained it's like more of a insecurity of hers. It's like she was very insecure about her little lips, and so now she's bringing it back.
The thing that confuses me the most that I take very seriously is the fact that she didn't listen to our poll.
How dare she?
I'm offended.
Let the people
The
talk.
nerve.
The nerve. She had to have seen it. I know you saw it,
Yeah.
Kylie. I know you saw it.
I definitely understand having an insecurity, and especially when you're younger. But now, I mean, regardless, I think she looks amazing without them, and I think she looks good with them too. But it's like, also like she's grown into her like womanhood, I guess. So I think she just looks so good and natural without them. She looks good without makeup, like wigs, anything. Like I think she looks amazing, but I understand having that insecurity of like, oh, you know, I should probably get my lips done. Like I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, and it's a part of the brand now. It's kind of like if she doesn't have the lips, I'm not really looking for the lip kit. I'm not really looking for this new color. And with the smaller lips, it's not going to pop as much. So I think now she's doing it like, I got to keep it up.
She has to
It's
keep
my
it up.
brand. It's my whole, it's a part of the company now. Her lips are probably insured.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's really a great way to look at it. I mean, you're right. I feel that. I mean, would y'all consider getting lip fillers? Is that something, like, would you do that?
I'm good with my own lips, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
But I
Yeah.
have looked into cool sculpting.
Yeah, I think it's just such a fad. Like, the lips are just so in right now. Everyone wants big lips, and so, you know, the Kardashians are booties and lips.
Yeah.
Booties and lips. I've considered it. I've considered a lot of things, but then I just get scared and I'm like, you know what? I'm comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
But I do have that random thought here and there, like, oh, maybe I should, but
Because
no.
you do it, you got to keep doing it. Like what she's doing, she did it
Right.
again. It's like, it's just like cha-ching, cha-ching, because you got to keep
Adds up.
going. It's a fill. You need another one. So
That's crazy.
Well, speaking of keeping on going, Kourtney is still keep going on this dating scene. So she steps out for a date for the opening reception of America 2. But she was out with the 20-year-old model, Luca, who you guys may know from, I think it's that TV show, like Grownish.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That comes on
Grownish.
Freeform. Yeah, so
Or
he's on there.
Blackish. Was it Grownish?
Blackish, and then they made Grownish with
that's
the
a
dog.
spin-off.
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right.
So they stepped out, and onlookers were saying that they were all smiles and giggly and just talking all night. So what are we thinking? Is she with him? Is this just a booty call? Like,
She needs to get it together. We are how old? Like 40?
is that
Almost. She's 40
she's
now.
39.
Okay.
He's 20. So
She
he's not
likes
old
the
enough to
young.
Can't
drink.
even legally drink, y'all.
Right.
20 years younger than him.
He can't
Although-
even buy her
Yeah.
a drink.
Could low be,
yeah.
you know, be his, like, a child. Could be her son.
Maybe
if she were to
she's-
have, you know, like, a young
Maybe
child.
maybe she's interviewing for like play dates with Mason. Maybe. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Now
Dakota.
it makes sense.
It makes
Shade of
sense.
boobs.
I mean,
Makes sense.
but honestly, like like hypothetically, this was a date. He asked her on a date. Let's go get dinner. Like you can't buy wine or a drink for this girl because he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what happens like there.
I'm sure in their world they can, but I
Their
know what you
world.
mean. Like, gosh, that's just so young.
It
like,
really is.
how do you even relate?
I
You're
don't.
20 years apart. Like,
Exactly.
it's
But she's keeping the cougarism up, you know? She's a
She out there.
she looks younger than me, so
I'm just like, do what you gotta do, but like it's just weird. It's very weird. And like, we were all making fun of Scott whenever he was running around
Right?
with Bella and Sophia, but now I'm just like, I can't talk anything about him anymore. I mean, like she's just doing just that, and not only that, but she like 20 years old, 39 years old. That's almost a 20-year difference. What are you doing?
Maybe they relate on business. I don't know. I just
know.
I'm just glad Kourtney's staying away from those damn NBA players while all the other girls
That's
are
true.
Trouble.
That's so
trouble.
only one,
Trouble.
yeah.
so true.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's?
Stay away.
Yeah. Anyway,
I wonder how Eunice feels.
I'm sure he's
Ooh.
being
I liked them
aggressive.
together.
and-
I did like Eunice.
I'm so
I'm not
sad.
gonna
You
lie.
liked Eunice?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Until he made that comment on her,
Oh yeah.
her
like, about
picture
getting
on
likes?
Instagram. Yeah. Like, oh, you're doing this for attention. I hated
Yeah.
him after that. But I thought aesthetically they looked really cute together.
I thought so too.
I'm sure he's just lashing out and like being aggressive to like, you know, to help him confirm his like masculinity or something. I don't know. He seems like he's out there punching nightclub people and
Yeah.
causing a
Eunice has been in the
ruckus
news with
and I'm just like, buddy, it's not that serious.
Take it down a notch.
Take it down a notch. Aggression is never the answer. But something a little bit more lighthearted. Khloe posted this saying the cousin cupcake party, keeping up with the cousins.
You love this.
I'm
Which
obsessed.
is a new spin-off coming to Disney Junior next summer. Who's excited?
Y'all, this is the next generation. It's just so
Sure is.
crazy to see all these adorable kids.
That's all good and fine, but tell me who the fourth person over is.
Dreamy.
No.
No, that's
That's Dream.
not. It's actually.
It's Dream.
No,
Wait,
Dream's
Stormy's
in the middle.
on the left.
Stormy?
Stormy.
True.
Dream.
Chicago.
Oh.
Chicago.
Dream.
Dream. Insane.
Yeah.
So
Dream.
Chicago's in the middle?
Yeah.
Chicago's in the middle.
That looked like Dream.
No.
Are you sure that's Dream?
I'm 100% sure. I've looked at this picture
Yeah.
way too much this past week.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
That's
I think I
definitely
just
Dream.
forgot what Dream looked like.
We don't see Dreamy
Yeah, we
as
don't
much. That's
see
why.
Dream.
We
Yeah.
really don't.
Because China, China's
Ugh.
holding
spirits.
her. And speaking of China, in a recent interview, China said she might want to reconcile with Rob in the future.
Interesting.
Well, that should be up to Rob and everyone else in the Kardashian
Yeah.
Jenner household, and they should say no. But when she was asked if she regret their reality show, Rob and China, her response was, "I wouldn't change nothing at all, because that was our reality. The good, the bad, and whatever else. I feel like a lot of people misconstrue the whole situation. There's no way I could have a beautiful baby girl as super smart as Dream. You can look her into the face and just tell them she was made with love. She's like perfect." I'm like, yeah. I mean, she is really adorable.
She is.
But I don't think. I mean, what do y'all think? Robin and China back together.
No, it's
No.
just, it seems like a very abusive relationship.
So toxic. And isn't
Yeah.
she dating
Toxic.
somebody currently?
She
Who
was
knows?
I
dating
can't
a
keep
younger
up.
rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
like-
she was with like a boxing guy, and now she's with
Yeah.
someone from the Middle East. I thought. I don't know.
She tried to choke him out with a phone charger, like, not healthy.
Yeah. I mean, she's
It's a mess.
sued him multiple times. It's been on the news. Like, it's
Right.
just
She
hard
needs
to
to get a
go.
life.
Yeah, it's hard to go backwards about going back to an ex. I mean, especially with such toxicness, and the girls didn't like her from the beginning.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, though, because even Amber Rose and her apparently are not friends
Yes,
anymore. They
right.
unfollowed each other.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And apparently it's
Something
because
happened.
China is now dating
Yeah, her friend, or like
Tyga's friend, or
Tyga's.
Amber's
No,
dating.
Amber was dating
Tyga's friend.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
too much.
Too
I
much,
can't.
too much.
Yeah.
It's just-
I find that interesting. It's like, oh, this is making headlines that China might want to get back together with Rob.
She's just
but
trying to get some spotlight.
Yeah.
You took
Some
the words
exposure.
out of my mouth.
She's doing too much.
She's doing way too
She's
much.
always done way too much.
Is Rob
yeah.
in a relationship? Do we know anything about Rob?
Probably
Where
not.
is Rob? Rob is
I really want
hiding
him
under
to
a
make
rock again.
like an interview or come back on the show for like give me like just a brief update about his life.
He's gonna be like, you know what, guys?
right?
Like,
I'm
just
getting my
one
life
episode.
together now. I've decided I'm officially getting my life together. I'm gonna start doing this, this, and this.
And you won't
And
see
I'm
me.
like-
Now I'm gone. You know what I mean? Just give me a
Yeah.
brief episode.
He's definitely MIA.
Yeah.
Which Kanye was also MIA this episode, but he was not MIA in the news. So he took a visit to President Trump's office, said that he loves Trump, and that when he puts on his Make America Great Again hat, he feels like Superman. He also said Trump is on his hero's journey, and they discussed prison reform, how to prevent gang violence, and what can be done to reduce violence in Chicago. What do we think about this visit?
Well, I do know this. His phone password is 0000.
Yes.
We all saw
High
that.
security.
Oh,
On the video, he like unlocked his phone and like the camera was
The
right
camera
there.
saw
really?
it.
Yeah.
000.
wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's kind of deja vu because Kim was just in the White House talking to Trump, so now Kanye's there, and so it's like,
It's a mess.
wasn't
How do they have so much access like this? Like, how does Kim and Kanye just have access to the president like
Well,
that?
because Trump's wanting to use Kanye to be like, oh, look, I have someone black
Yeah,
who's on my
some
I
side.
celebrity.
can see that, yeah.
And-
But it's like, I don't even have access. Like, nobody has access. Like in our past presidents, like we weren't able to just call up Bush and be like, "Hey, Bush, what's going on?" You know what
Especially
I mean?
if
Or
you're just reality
Barack,
TV.
yeah. And it's just like I feel like he meets with him every other week.
I know.
And it's like, sir, where's the album? Why aren't you lowering your prices on your ugly clothes? Like, what are you doing, Kanye? You have other things to think about than trying to be up there in the White House every day.
Trump looked terrified the entire meeting because he
Yeah.
was like, what is this guy going to say?
Exactly.
And he's like, I love this guy. And he like came over and gave him a big old hug. And I'm just like,
He's just doing too much. I mean, last
Awkward.
week we talked about Kim visiting the Oval Office and speaking about prison reform and all these things. And I thought it was a good thing, you know, just having that conversation. But Kanye going to the Oval Office, he's wearing his hat. He's, you know, practically jumping on the couch screaming, I love Trump.
Yes.
Like, it's just too much. You're just there for publicity. Like, I don't like it.
A lot of other celebrities were bashing Kanye because
Jay-Z apparently
Yes,
cut ties with
Snoop
him.
Dogg, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
indeed.
we can talk about that now. Kanye tweeted a while back that On the Throne 2 would be on the way, but after support with Trump, Jay-Z and Beyonce have severed all ties and allegedly want nothing to do with Kim Ye, and it doesn't look like there's any hope for Throne 2. Which is weird because Kim just went to Beyonce and Jay-Z's concert and was trying to like be like, hey, everything's
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
you know,
right?
we're all good. But I'm sure Beyonce was like, don't let her backstage.
It's interesting because I have friends with, you know, we have different political views and it's fine, but just the way Kanye goes about what he believes and what he thinks, I think that's what offends a lot of people, especially someone who at one point was so close to him, such as, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce. I can see them wanting to take a step back. Like, you know what? You stay over there and we're just going to keep doing our thing and we don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, because they're very vocal on like the other side of things. So they're like, why is this guy going against everything that we're trying to promote? And they probably want nothing to do with it because they're thinking this is not okay. Like he's endorsing someone who is not on our side.
Yeah.
Crazy
I
stuff.
feel like a lot of celebrities are starting to speak up about their political views, and one being Taylor Swift. She just recently posted on Instagram about who she's not voting for and who she encouraged people to vote for, and this is the first time she's ever been political on a social media platform. So it's just, I think it's, I want to know what y'all think, but I think it's great that celebrities are stepping up to the plate and encouraging others to vote and to be educated and to get out there and have your voice be heard by voting. What do y'all think?
I love it. I mean, I read somewhere that after Taylor Swift tweeted that, apparently the voter registration in that state, I think, was it Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yes, went up 60%. And then we have our president who's sitting there tweeting about, oh, her music, like, sucks now, like, after she said that. And I'm like, really? I mean,
Exactly.
I love that they're voicing their opinions and, you know, they just don't care anymore. They're to speak up, you know?
Definitely. I think it's good to even hear from all sides. I mean, whether you're whatever party you're in. If you're speaking up and you're a public figure, go ahead. Like, encourage everybody to vote, who you want to vote for, who you think is the best candidate. Like, just do you. Like, it's best to just have us out there, like, raising our voices and bringing awareness to things.
Although, do you think what Kanye's doing is like,
Kanye's just a mess. Like, he's just doing Kanye. He's focusing on other things that really don't really make sense to me. He's just kind of up there just to speak. He's just talking.
he likes to hear himself talk.
He does.
Definitely.
And actually, during this interview, reporters are asking him questions, and he responds like, I know all you want is a soundbite, but what I say isn't soundbite worthy. I'm like I'm a fine wine. I got to keep going, and I'll age
Sure
with the
does.
conversation. It's like,
Wow.
okay.
It's too much.
Right. Well,
Let him rant.
still speaking about Kanye. So Dr. Oz went on Wendy Williams' show.
Love her.
Love Wendy.
How
How you
you
doing?
doing?
How you doing?
And Dr. Oz said medications are really vulnerable to try to stop that up and down for bipolar people such as Kanye. It helps them function better. So they had this whole discussion about, you know, is Kanye on his meds? Because
Take your
Kanye
meds.
said he's off his meds, but Dr. Oz said it's best to take your meds because, you know, you might be up, you might be down some days.
Yeah.
And it helps you balance out. So I don't know if Kanye's still on his meds. Do
He's
we
not.
think
He
is?
said he's not.
Yeah.
He said he's off the meds, and he's like, "This is me. This is me." And then Pete Davidson on Saturday Night Live said, like, imagine, or someone said on Saturday Night Live, imagine like a pilot you know, being off his meds and getting on the plane and being like, "This is the me. This is the real me, you guys."
Yeah, Pete was wearing.
Yeah,
Pete was wearing a red hat saying, "Make Kanye." Like
2006 again.
Yeah. Like we want the old Kanye. And
Yeah.
speaking of Pete, he's single, y'all. Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande broke up recently. That was the news broke today.
What? I'm shocked.
Wait, I'm shocked. I am
You are?
shocked.
I did a little gasp when I read it. I was like,
I was like, oh my gosh! I got that E! News notification. I'm like, oh my gosh! Just like that.
Oh, just like
Oh
that?
my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Speaking of, oh my gosh, let's get into some Graham Glam.
Yay!
All right, so let's talk about this. We have Kim in a white dress at Tiffany Company's Blue Book event. She looks incredible, and when I saw this photo, you know what I did? Oh my gosh! That's what I did.
I know, she looks absolutely
I
stunning.
love this dress.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you like the side cuts on
I
the side?
love the
Yes.
side cuts. Yes, for those listening on iTunes, it's a gorgeous white dress with the sides out, and so it's just really slimming on her curves. And of course, got those booties, the boobies, and the booties as well.
Of course, we got those booties.
Boobies.
Oh, Rachel.
But her peach is behind her.
Yes. And we also have Courtney in her Japan trip inspired look, appropriating all the cultures. But she was having fun, and it's just that whole Japan trip was so funny.
Oh my
It
gosh,
was.
right?
it was hilarious.
great.
I don't know if this is her best look though. This
No.
is
Not
my
red
favorite.
and
I'm not
you
a-
know the eyeshadow, the blue eyeshadow.
eyeshadow.
It's
It's
canceled.
not your best look, Courtney. I understand where you're trying to go with this whole look, but you know it's cute around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like what they said last episode, instead of like saying like that doesn't look good, be like maybe if you toned it down on a little bit with
I
the
know.
eyeshadow.
As Kim
and
would say,
replace something.
You
with
look
it.
like freaking clowns.
Yeah.
I can't even eat.
Gosh.
Yeah, I want to see her
Dramatic.
body. This is like, it's like swallowing her.
I'm not like a huge fan of like the wet hair look. I'm just not. Like I'm a fan of the wet hair look if it's not so slicked back. Like if it's wet but like down, like I'm cool with it. But back,
Yeah,
Can't say I'm a
I'm not
huge
crazy
fan.
about it either.
yeah. We also have Khloe, who's in her interview outfit for season 3 of Revenge Body, which I'm very excited to see.
Season 3.
Crazy, right? Very
Yeah.
crazy. But I love this look, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen because that is a very inspiring show that I just love watching, and just to see the people's bodies be transformed and their lives be transformed. And Khloe just looks great doing it.
She's losing that baby weight.
She
Yes.
sure is.
Pretty fast.
She's
too,
glowing.
may
I
add.
love her in white. She looks incredible.
her giant like bun on the top of her head reminds me of cotton candy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does look like Kanye.
But Rebecca, let's be real. The reason why she's glowing is because of that filter. Come
Okay,
on.
yeah, you're right.
Like
Yeah.
you're,
You're
like
right.
she's glowing. Like
You're right.
yeah, but it's not just the highlight that's glowing. It's the damn filter. Like
Okay,
gosh.
true.
But
That's
she
true.
loves.
Great.
I'm not a huge fan of these celebrities filtering like so
Heavily filtered.
heavily. It's like, dang, I know you're using Facetune, and I know you like the lights on the side. Those are like edited lights. It's just kind of like,
Crazy. I want to know their ways though.
yeah. You know how on Facetune if you can like press the button and it goes back to the original, like you can
Yeah.
see
Yes.
the change. I wish on Instagram we could do that.
Oh my
Where
god.
Oh my
What
gosh.
would change, y'all, if we could press the picture and it goes back to the original iPhone photo?
That would be
pre-edited.
crazy.
Gosh, wow.
I feel like
that
people
would
wouldn't
be
be
great.
posting on social media anymore.
No,
At all.
Definitely
Like,
not.
That
Definitely
should
not.
totally be an option. Just
That would be insane. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
No
right?
one would sign up for it, but it'd be an interesting concept. And then we have Kendall in her artsy photo of the week. She's drinking wine in a bathtub, it looks
love this picture. This is something I would do.
like.
This is easily easily could be my face.
Yeah.
She's just such a cool girl. Like,
Yeah.
she's like
She
the
is.
it girl in my eyes. Like,
She is.
she can do
is.
no wrong. She's just like perfect at everything she does.
Absolutely.
Looks great. Absolutely great.
And then we have Kylie in a black dress advertising her new lipstick, Bite Me, for her Halloween collection. And I look at the hourglass shape. Crazy.
Literally an hourglass shape.
And yeah, it's just insane. And she just gives me all the spooky season vibes.
I know. She looks just so much like a boss right here.
Yeah, she looks
Just
like Kris. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
she's a
business.
girl
Mini
boss
Kris.
right here. Like from the hourglass shape to the thigh gap, just to the, she's working it.
She has everything going for her and everything in her favor.
I love the
Oh.
all black with the platinum blonde hair. I think it looks
And the
so
red
good.
lip.
Yes.
That red, fiery lip.
I will
love it.
say, this week has given me a tough time on deciding who wins the award for Graham Glam of the Week. Ooh, okay, so just to recap, we got the Kim in the white dress, Kourtney in the Japan robe garb. We have Khloe in her white interview outfit for Revenge Body, Kendall with drinking wine in the bathtub, and then, of course, Kylie in her Kylie Cosmetics advertisement.
Oh, I knew right away.
You knew it right away? Okay. 3,
2, 1, hit it.
Hey, we all
all
chose
look
someone
different.
Really?
Wow.
That's the first week that we've done
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Kylie just looked incredible. That's my reasoning. I don't know what your reasonings are, but
Yeah, what
I'll
are
let you
y'all's
attempt.
reasonings?
I chose Khloe because I still think she looks great, even with that filter. Like, the body is great. It's a great ad for Revenge Body. She snatched. So go ahead, girl.
Okay.
Kim in that white dress and her little waist. I think she just looked incredible.
Y'all, Kendall posted the most relatable Instagram post.
We slept on it.
Yes. I'm like, that could be me. Like, I feel like I've done that before. So I'm like, you go, Kendall. Like, we would be friends. Just saying.
I want to be her friend so bad. But thank you guys for joining us. We have had so much fun recapping and keeping up with you guys. In the meantime, where can everyone find you on social media?
Yes, y'all. I'm Rachel Robillard, and y'all can find me on Instagram at Rach_Robillard.
I am Rivette Soro, and you can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube at Rivette Soro.
I am Howard III. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. And then I also do a Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta after show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So look to that.
Yes.
And my website,
.com.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. Thank you guys again for joining us, and we will keep up with you next time. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.